I don't know if you can tell this about me, but I'm not really. I've never been like the bad boy, like a kind of edgy, sort of dangerous dude. And I always kind of wanted to be like. It was Nathan again, wasn't it? So I'm going to give you an idea of how undangerous I am. Is like this is the last time I bother you, I swear. Trying to watch some comedy here. This guy keeps including me. No. So, if we were sitting on the couch together or something like that, cuddled up, maybe watching maths or something like that, you would fall asleep in about 10 seconds. I just have a soothing presence about people just fall asleep around me. I don't know why. It's a little bit insulting because I wish there was just a little bit of fear in people. Like when I meet, like if I'm going on a date and I meet her dad for the first time, I want him to be like a tiny bit afraid, but they just like me, and it's like, all right then. Like, I mean, there are situations where I can be quite dangerous. Like, if I was blocking that emergency exit there, no one is getting past me. That's quite dangerous, you know what I mean? And like, if you left like a platter of sushi alone in a room with me or something, it's the last time you're ever going to see it again. That kind of thing. And so what I thought could be a good way for me to get a little like kind of edge, like improve my image a little bit, was I thought I would buy a knife. Because, like cool badass guys have knives, right? Like Crocodile Dundee's got a knife, the kind of switchblade, like that kind of thing. So I went to this hunting and fishing store, and as it turns out, a lot of the cool knives are illegal in New Zealand, so I had to settle for like a Leatherman, which is a bit like a Swiss Army knife. It's got like it's got a magnifying glass on it. It's got like a toothpick and tweezers and that kind of thing. It does have several knives on it though. It's cut, it's like a super knife really. It's got like 3 knives in it. It's great. And the panic happens is when I walked up to the counter, I placed the knife on the counter. The guy was like to me, he was like, "What do you need this for?" And I thought, okay, another one of my banes through life is trying to sound like cool and relatable to the average guy. And I had this thought in my head, I was like, what do I have to say to sound normal in this situation? And so I got really up in my head thinking about it, and I thought, well, I have to, like, I can't just unload on him and tell this whole edge thing to him because he's going to think I'm crazy. And like, I felt like I had to give him some kind of specific information, because if I just was vague and was like, "Oh, mate, a bit of this and a bit of that," like, he's thinking I'm going to go into work with it or something and start cutting away, or like, he's expecting to see me getting handcuffed on police 10-7 going, "I just wanted to talk to her." That's what's going through my head at the time. You know what I mean? I don't want it to happen. Like, I don't want to get this guy in trouble. And so I was just, another reason this particular knife I wanted it was because I saw an episode of GQ Essentials on YouTube where WWE superstar Roman Reigns had one. So, but that felt like a little bit weird to just drop on the guy again. So I'm really up in my head about it at this point, as you can imagine. And I don't know how long went past, but evidently long enough for the creepy face to come, to come out. And he just put his hand on my hand and said, "Camping, just tell me you need it for camping." I thought, yeah, all right. So like, if you ever need an excuse as to like why you shouldn't have, like something you shouldn't have that, people ask you why you have it, like you're at work with like a lobster costume and a trumpet or something, I'm just going camping this weekend. They stop asking questions pretty quick. It's great. So yeah, you can take that away if you like. That's might be kind of useful there. So that was panic number 2. Was thank you. Oh, one of these times you're not going to do it, and I'm going to feel pretty silly.